Hello dear World of Warcraft friends, welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today it's all about long, thick necks and mounts. We're going to take a look at all 9 mounts that you can obtain with patch 12.1 in World of Warcraft Midnight. And in the end, I'll say this right away, there are an unbelievable number of recolors. We have this with every patch. It's been like this for years, I know, but it feels like this patch consists of 4 new mounts and the rest are all recolors. That's about how you can imagine it. But we'll still take a look at all the stuff. There are a few nice things included. Feel free to write your opinion about this recolor topic in the comments. And as soon as the patch is out, we'll also make detailed videos about some interesting mounts, showing how you can get them in-game. I think it doesn't make much sense right now, since you can't play the content yourself yet. So feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Let's hit 38,000, and with that, let's get started. You can find all the mounts here on Icy Veins, for example. They're all compiled there, and here we see the first ones are Delve mounts, new Delve mounts, and yeah, in the end, that's a recolor. That's at least a remodel. So that's already being used by this Golem mount, which we've already had a few of. But there's the Apothec Soul Crusher if you show the new Delve boss on request. The Corroded Soul Crusher is available for the Delver's Journey at rank 5. And this Arcane Golem here can be found in a Delve in a treasure chest as a drop. However, it doesn't say here whether it's guaranteed or if it's random. We'll have to wait and see. If it's guaranteed, for example, that's a mount you can get very, very easily. The hunt is pretty straightforward. 2 new mounts. One is Prey Hunter's Fury and the other is Hexflame Reaver. You get one by progressing through the hunt to rank 10. And the other one drops from the new boss Raukala. And here too, I have to say they are different colors, yes. But in the end, it's basically just a recolor. If you look here, this is the Nightmare of the Loot Seeker, which you could get here for an achievement, or can get. And that's exactly the same mount, just in a different color. It looks cool, definitely. Just, I don't know, with things like this, I always think, no idea. They could at least make the effort to add a new mount for modes like this. I don't think that's too much to ask. But anyway, next we have new dungeon mounts. And in the end, there are 3 of them. Either 2 from Keystone Master and Keystone Legends, and 1 in the new Altar of Fangs dungeon. First, there's the Breath of Blight, which you get for 2000 Mythic Plus rating. The Breath of Ruin is available for 3000 Mythic Plus rating, so everyone who has reached these milestones in the past will be able to do it again this time. And the Writhing Brood, that's one of the new models, and I think it's super awesome. That's also pretty much one of the coolest color schemes, in my opinion. It drops in the new dungeon either from the final boss on Mythic 0, or it can be in the chest on Mythic Plus. So if you really want that thing, I don't know, just make sure you run the dungeon like 100 times this season. Maybe you'll get it then. But it does look pretty cool. There are a total of 2 raid mounts. One is the Primeval Sky Fiend. I think that's what it's called. At least that's how it was described on Wowhead. Here it says friend. So, yeah, although in the description it says this is our sky friend, so maybe it's intentional. This thing is the Mythic Raid mount drop from Ulatech. And here too, it's not bad. But for a Mythic Raid mount, I don't think it's that special, especially since the last ones were all pretty awesome. And then we also have the Crimson Venom Fang. You get that thing for the glory of the Venomous Raider. So complete all 8 achievements in the new raid, and then you'll get the mount. So it should be pretty doable. In PvP, there are 3 mounts, one as a seasonal reward. It's a pig, a wild boar, a boar. There's also an Alliance version with white and gold armor. For the Horde, it's more red themed. And for all gladiators or elite rank players, there's the Venomous Gladiators Gordrake. I'm as far from that as I am from a flight to the moon. But the PvP mount, really awesome. Again, that was already available in Season 1, just in a different color. But that thing, I don't know, it just has something about it. For me, it's one of the coolest mounts in the whole patch. Then we have Wild Isle. And I have to say, it feels like there are very few mounts. So those are the drops in the entire area. We have the Ruby Writhe, so again, this three-headed snake mount, and the Topaz Skyfang. They can drop from any rare mobs on the entire island, so no matter which one you kill, either of the two mounts can drop. That was already an achievement. We had it like that in the previous zones too. So in the Evernight Grove, Solomon's An Empty Storm is coming. I don't think I got a single mount from that, but honestly, I didn't farm any rare mobs either, so let's see how high the drop rate is. And then there's also the Auriferous Venom Fang. You get that for the achievement treasures of the Coiled Isle. So collect and open all the treasure chests on the new island. Then, last but not least, we also have the Walls of Ulatech. This is a special zone in the new area. It's located in the Mountain Steps area. And that's more aimed at groups. And accordingly, you can see here why I say it always feels like the same mounts. We always have a snake like this, a flying creature like this, and then a three-headed snake. So the mounts as open world drops are exactly the same as in the Walls of Ulatech, just in a different color. Here we see the Caustic Venom Fang. You can buy it from a vendor. Emerald Sky Fang. For that you need an achievement. Complete 250 patrols within these walls. And you can get the Venomous Coiler for Assault the Devolved. That's the meta achievement for this new content, with a total of 10 achievements. So it probably won't be that quick to earn this achievement. And then we also have Reputation and so on, and here again the same three mounts are available: the snake, the flying creature, and the little snake. We have the Spirit of Tok'Jara, which you can get at Renown level 10 with the new faction. You can buy the Indigo Coil Tora starting at level 17, so it's the same as before. You don't get the mounts automatically, you just unlock the ability to buy them. You can get the Violet Baked Skyfang at Renown level 19 and the Sea Dwelling Isle Serpent, which is this one. For that, you need to grind reputation with Captain Tok'Ja, an extra reputation or an extra faction reputation grind. And for that, you need these coiled filaments. So again, it's not something you can do in just 5 minutes. Yeah, those are all the new mounts. Feel free to let me know in the comments how you like them. I'm definitely a fan of these three-headed snake mounts. They're pretty sexy. Yeah, let me know, and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful time and take care.